Okay, so today is apparently video day, so I wanted to do an update on my video that I'll link. Actually, I'll make this a response to that video. The one I did about 5 things I looked forward to in my transition. I'm gonna update to see how those things are coming along, and then I'm gonna go over 5 new things I'm looking forward to still, like, as of this point in time. The first thing before was having longer hair. I'm not gonna get my ponytail back out, but if you've noticed, it's been a while since last time I cut my hair. See, look, it's actually on top of my ears now. But, I'm just gonna let it go. Like, it's gonna look hideous for a little while here until it gets out of this ugly half-long, half-short stage. But, I figure once it starts, like, getting shoulder length again, it'll look good. So, long hair. Still looking forward to that. The second one was menstrual cycle disappearing. I'm still hoping that that sticks around. Like, it hasn't. I've had it once since I started tea. It's been like 4 or 5 weeks now, maybe longer. I'm hoping that it's gonna, like, stay gone, especially since my dose was raised slightly just recently. If it doesn't, someday I'm gonna have to have, like, plumbing ripped out, because it's not a good idea to take testosterone while you have female reproductive organs in you, because eventually they're probably gonna turn to cancer. So when I get those ripped out, that's definitely gonna go away. But so far, I'm gonna consider that a tentative success. The fact that it's reduced in frequency is acceptable enough. The third one was no purses. This was a silly one, because I actually recently ended up carrying a bag instead of a wallet, because there's shit that I would like to have with me that I can't fit in my pockets, like a notebook, because I'm always fucking writing or drawing something, and letters, and pocket knives, and pens, and a place to keep shit that I get at the store without having to have everybody and their mom hand me a plastic bag. So that one's a total failure, the not carrying a purse thing. But it's not really a purse. It's like it's a Swiss gear bag, like a one shoulder strap bag that I put safety pins all over, because obviously I'm still in high school. Having safety pins around is useful. But that's a failure. The fourth one was singing. This is both a success and a failure, because I've probably gained 3 octaves down, but I've lost my top octave. I can sing a whole bunch of music I couldn't sing before, but there's a couple of artists whose music I can't sing anymore, because I go up, and I go up, and I go up, and I go up, and then my voice cracks. And you obviously can't sing when your voice is cracking. So, that's like a half success. I'm still hoping that I'll be able to train my voice back up. I know that if a male to female can train their voice up, then I should be able to too, right? Theoretically. So I'm gonna give that a shot and see if I can work that any better. The fifth thing is not having boobs, which I'm still torn over. It would be really nice to have them when I want to have sex. It's really, really uncomfortable to have them the rest of the time. I think I'm gonna err on the side of getting them taken off, because boo-hoo, I'll get over it. And then I won't have to bind or wear bras on the occasion I'm actually trying to convincingly look female, and they won't be around anymore, and boy, will I be happy. The benefits outweigh the problems of getting them removed, so yeah, still working on that one. It's gonna be a while. It's expensive. Anyway, 5 new things that I'm looking forward to in transition. The first one is sideburns. I'm probably always going to shave, because, like, a mustache, although I could possibly grow a thin one at this point, it's just not gonna work. I want sideburns. I want, like, to be able to pull my hair back in a nice long ponytail and have sideburns. Just short ones even, but just to have sideburns. So, of all the body hair I'm looking forward to, this is the only one that I really want. So, item number 1 on my wish list is sideburns. The second one is obviously genital growth. Never having had a sex drive before, like not really, and never having had the capacity to get physical and emotional pleasure out of sex, and suddenly having all of that makes me really want more. I'm constantly horny. Thanks, hormones. It'd be really nice to be able to, like, have something to use, you know, like, this just doesn't really cut it, you know. It'd be nice to be able to at least use 2 fingers. So, I'll keep it sort of PG-13-ish and just say genital growth would be nice. The third thing I'm looking forward to in transition, more muscle mass. Well, not muscle mass necessarily, because I don't even like being as big as I am. They're like my eating disorder talking there. But more muscle capacity, more muscle definition. I'm doing a whole bunch of traveling this summer, so getting something like a membership would be really foolish right now, since out of the next 3 months I'm going to be gone about a month and a half of that time. But I do plan on having a gym membership over the winter if I can afford it, and putting my ability to build muscle to good use. It's really nice to be physically capable of doing shit like moving my furniture around and moving my my 15 cubic foot chest freezer while it's still packed full of cat food. It's nice to be able to go out in the yard and have the physical stamina to dig a 35-foot trench moat around my chicken enclosure, which is kind of what I was doing yesterday. Being more physically capable of doing stuff. Really looking forward to more of that. So the third one is muscle capacity. That'll work. Starting to run out of things I'm looking forward to now. The fourth one, this is something that I've noticed I'm getting, and I'm looking forward to having more of. Emotional stability. As a female, with my body being estrogen dominant, I was all over the place, depressed, like really depressed, like couldn't even get out of bed in the morning depressed. Like, mood swings, constantly getting stressed out and fucked up about everything, anger problems, ridiculously self-conscious, eating disorder again, just not enjoying life in the slightest. And as a more masculine person, as a testosterone-dominant body right now, all of those attitudes that I worked so hard to culture about being easygoing, about being able to relax, being able to handle situations, being able to get over something if there's nothing I can do to fix it, my problem-solving abilities, they've all just finally, like, whoosh, all that hard work paid off, and all I needed was some hormone juice, injections, stuff. Yeah, it's all of those traits that I had that I worked so hard on, I don't have to force anymore, they come more naturally. So, I'll put emotional stability, something I'm really looking forward to continuing and hopefully getting better, since my shots are closer together now and they shouldn't get all fucked up. A fifth thing. I need to have a fifth thing because it's supposed to be a list of 5 things. Oh, here. Sort of like the purse one was a joke before, here's a joke one for you. I look forward to getting the fuck off of Long Island, somewhere where there's actually people for me to interact with, and being queer as fuck. I really look forward to that. I look forward to being able to go out in public and people be like, not for, like, the shock value, but because I believe that the best way to educate is by example, and the more people who are exposed, people who don't fit the gender norms, the easier it's going to be to educate people. Like, if you try and explain to someone, hey, look at that person, they're not a boy or a girl, and they've never seen anything like that before, they're not going to understand as readily as if they had been exposed to that previously. So I guess one of the things I look forward to is my physical appearance being hopefully androgynous enough that and my behavior, which is a lot